Welcome back, or welcome to my journey to become a Ironman. Current status, still not a triathlete. I got no clue what's going on, but it is time to roll the intro. I am not an Ironman. Ooh, shouldn't have sniffed it. Today, I'm learning how to ride a bike. I'm so scared. All right, what'd you think of the intro? I haven't edited it yet. I just have the idea that I want to make an intro, so I don't know what it actually looks like, but it'll be a fun adventure. The video is going to be an interesting one today. We have a whole bunch of stuff going on. We're going to build out a training plan. I need to buy a few things, and we're going to wrap up the week with my Bicycle 101 course. Things I need to do right now. I would love to go and buy a pair of bicycle bib pants, shorts, the little overall things that have a butt pad. I'm going to kind of look at some of the budget-friendly options. I don't know how good they're going to need to be, but for right now, for my purposes, just get something. Will be better than nothing. Second piece, I found a wetsuit on Facebook Marketplace. Yuck, first of all. It still has the tags on it, so it's a brand new, never been worn wetsuit. Looks like the correct size. Might be worth checking out. Third thing, I'm registering for my first ever triathlon, an Olympic distance triathlon. This is where I'm really putting in the effort and the energy. The triathlon is going to be part of the training adventure. So we'll figure it out. I'm going to learn along the way. We're going to need to buy a bike soon. I have a few other trips coming up, so I'm going to have to figure out how to train while traveling. First things first, let's go buy some stuff. Second things first, we'll figure out whatever the workouts are for tomorrow. Let's go buy some pants, paddeds, super bibs. I don't know what they're called. All right, about to go head out for a jog. I believe the jog today goal is about 25 to 30 minutes. Keeping the heart rate as close to 150 as possible. So if I go over 150, I'm going to slow down. If I go under 150, I'm going to speed up. I'm going to do a quick warm up at the house and then jog at the outside. I've done it. We've gone ahead and done it. I have purchased a wetsuit off of Facebook Marketplace, which is probably, once again, not the right order for buying triathlon stuff. We've got our Wahoo Kicker, but we also have got a blue 70 reaction full-length wetsuit, which is pretty exciting. You might be thinking it's kind of weird getting a wetsuit off of Facebook Marketplace, and I agree, but this one, at least stated in the listing that it's never been used before. It still has the tags on it. The little pull string for the zipper is still wrapped and like in the area. It looks like it's never been opened or used at all. So I buy it. List priced about an $800 wetsuit. What do you think I got it for? I think I got a good deal. I'll post the answer in the comments after somebody guesses. Over here on the Peloton, gonna be just doing a Zone 2 ride. Just gonna be watching some Major League Balatro on the YouTubes. Nice nerdy gaming stuff. You know what? Nothing's happening. So here are the stats. Look at me go. I'm pedaling, and I'll see you at the pool tomorrow. All right, a few kids in the pool, not going to film the pool today. Got a basic set today, just a pyramid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to not do it on any sort of set interval. I'm just going to do it on between 15 and 20 seconds rest on the wall, which got me thinking. I was looking online, and people were talking about their swim sets very different from how I'm used to talking about swim sets. So as a swimmer, if I say I'm doing 10 100s on 130, that means I push off, I swim my 100, and there's a bug, they're flying. By the time I get 90 seconds later, a minute and 30 seconds later, you push off for the second one. Some people are talking online. It looks like triathletes say if you're doing a 130, you swim it in a minute, 30 seconds, then you take some rest, and then you push off for the next one. So for all purposes of this vlog, for everything moving forward, we're doing it swim intervals. When I say I'm doing it on 130, I'm doing it on 130. I push off for the next one. Today, we're doing it on 15, 20 seconds rest. Well, hello. I do not know where you came from last. Probably, I guess, the pool yesterday. We're about to go do a run. Today's run's going to be pretty straightforward. We are doing 40 minutes. I'm just going to run for 2, walk for 1 until I get home, and that'll be it. I guess we can put the stats over the painting here, and let's talk about what we're doing tomorrow. We're going to be doing an FTP test on the Peloton. I've done it once before, a long time ago. I remember it was very hard, and I don't remember anything else about it. Supposedly, it's supposed to help me with my power zones and what I should be focusing on for power zone. Post-run duck here. I'm registering for my very first triathlon right now. Not a triathlete yet. I'm not triathloning yet, but I have signed up to become a triathlete in the future, which is, you know what? It's a step. It certainly is a step in the journey. Some might say registering is the easiest part of triathlon. Probably right, but you know what? I've never done it before, so here we go. About to do the Peloton, gonna be doing an FTP test. I've done one FTP test in the past. I did it because one of the instructors said to do the next class, do the FTP test first. It was extremely challenging. I went and looked. It was in February 2021, so like basically 5 years ago. It's my personal best in a 20-minute ride still to this day, and my average heart rate over the 20 minutes was 182, which is gonna mean that this is gonna suck. We'll see if I'm in better shape now than I was then. I'm on the ground. That was hard. That was very hard. There's a weird angle at the Peloton. I did it. We'll talk about it later. What I should be doing right now is editing the video and giving you an update on how the ride went. And what I'm doing instead is watching Northern Lion play Slay the Spire 2. So it's going okay. Training's going okay. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. The videos are taking a little longer to get out. Whoopsies. During the FTP test, new lifetime best on a 20-minute Peloton, which one-upped my 20-minute FTP test from 2021. So I did better. I felt awful. I maybe went out a little too hard and died towards the end. I don't know if that's good or bad, but legs were tired more so than the heart, which is kind of funny. Heart rate was lower than it was last time. So maybe I'm old? Good morning from the San Francisco Bay Area at some random boat club. This is where the bike lesson is? Question mark? I got here early. I gotta really figure out my sleep schedule. I don't know how it's working, but it seems like whenever I have a thing going on, I wake up with like anxiety at 3 a.m. That's gotta stop. Yeah, I'm here 20 minutes early. Whatever. Just gonna look at some boats and the sunrise, I guess. Gonna go walk around and then see if anyone else shows up, or if it was supposed to be yesterday, which is possible, I suppose. Well, I've survived my Bike Skills 101 class, which after taking it, I think I may have been too much of a beginner for that class. Apparently it's not a beginner class. It says Bike Skills 101. You need to have a moderate, better understanding of bikes. I was certainly slightly underprepared, but I did everything. I'm pretty pumped with it. I took a ton of notes. I'm going to give you a quick overview, things that are interesting that I learned. On a bike, you don't steer with the handlebars. You steer from your weight in the back. Who would have thunk? I definitely certainly wouldn't have. Your handlebars change your weight distribution. So not on the bike that I have, but on a road bike, the flat part is for like climbing uphill and it's wobblier. The side part, I don't remember what they're called, but that's for like leaning. It changes your weight distribution forward. And then the lower part, the under, if the handlebars are swing, the swing part, that part is for race car mode. So think of like SUV, sedan, race car is how they explained it. Great news. So you want to go faster, you go to the lower handlebar. It moves your body weight forward, moves you faster. Pretty interesting. Brakes equal crash. No further explanation needed. They weren't a fan of braking. They say you can slow down other ways. We learned how to slow down some other ways. We haven't crashed yet, so that's exciting. We did learn like emergency braking and how to be braking and when to be braking and when not to be braking and all the other things. There's lots of stuff. They said get a lighter sunglasses lens. Possibly. We'll have to investigate with that. We did a practice drill where we were shifting our weight. So we were like on the saddle and then you like move your whole body over the handlebars, and then you move your whole body behind the saddle so your tummy is touching the saddle, and then you move left to right, practicing moving your weight around. For people who have I think they're called a drop handlebar, we'll figure that out in the future. Some people were scared to do it, so they were saying practice all the things in a safe area. We did some figure eights. We learned how to do counter steering, which is basically pressing with your hand and then using your opposite foot for when you're going faster through corners. Your foot is your hand is what, but I didn't have the right handlebar, so I couldn't quite do it. But between foot and hand, that's really how you can like lean in and get a little bit more there. We did take one hand off so you can look behind you. I took hand off, look behind me. We did take both hands off, ride with no hands, and how to balance there and practice steering from the back. I took both hands off. I don't really know how I managed to successfully do such a task, but I did for a brief moment. I did one time go for the water bottle and try and get to the water. Didn't quite, I got it, but that one was trickier. For some reason, water bottle is more challenging to me than no hands. So we'll have to practice it. We can practice it in a safe environment. And we also figured out how to like pick your line through corners. So there's a lot of interesting things, a lot of safety stuff. I got to ask the instructor a few questions about how to pick out a bike, and she helped me with that. So we're going to go look at a few bikes over the next few weeks. I'm going to find one. She basically said that there are a few different stores. They each kind of have their own specialty. One store local specializes in Trek. One store specializes in Cervelo. One is in Cannondale. One's in BMC, and one's in Felt. Go ride them all and pick a budget, and they're all going to be kind of similar. So if there's one or two that you like and you can't decide between the two of them and they're pretty much the same price, pick which color you like. Wasn't the advice I was expecting, but it's useful to know that it's very different than going and picking guitar, because that has all sorts of crazy stuff that I would be like thinking about. So it might just be easier than I realized. So we'll go do that. But right now, we're going to Five Guys. Going to get a burger.